Hello, my name's Tim Held, and I host Podular Modcast, the modular podcast. This video is a companion to a piece that I wrote about the Pura Ruina for Noise Engineering's blog. The blog post is linked below, but here's a quick summary. In my pre-modular days, I had a very limited recording setup. One of my favorite techniques was to record drum beats from my outboard speakers on the Korg Volcabeats into my MacBook's onboard mic. I'd purposely find noisy rooms and record a few bars. I'd then find the bars that I liked, loop them, drench them in reverb, and then sidechain compress all of that with a 4-on-the-floor kick. Now all the noise from that room going through the reverb, then being sidechain compressed by a kick drum, added new percussive elements that weren't in the original beat. So when the Pura Ruina showed up with unique CV control over multiple distortions, I thought, hey, I could probably do something similar here. So here I'm going to run a simple kick snare pattern from the Pico Drums by Erica Synths into the Music Thing modular reverb, and then run that signal into the Pura Ruina and use various CV control to shape the different distortions. So let's just listen to this dry signal first. There's our drum beat. And just for reference, I'm going to turn up the drum beat going through the Music Thing modular reverb, not through the Pura Ruina, just so you know what the reverb sounds like without it. So that's what I'm going to use. So I'm using different gate triggers to trigger channel 1 and 4 from Maths and the yet to be released slopes module from After Later Audio. Basically just some pretty simple envelopes going into the channel 8 distortion, channel 4 distortion, and channel 2 distortion. Now I'm going to just bring the signal of the distortions up without the reverb just so you get an idea of what the PR sounds like without the reverb going into it. So here's the dry signal. I'm going to bring up channel 8's distortion. So already we're getting almost like a hi-hat beat that doesn't exist otherwise in the drum beat, just from the distortion in the Pura Ruina. Bring up channel 4. And then channel 2. Now let's bring the reverb up on the Music Thing modular reverb and really spice this thing up. It's almost like the drums are breathing. Now the Pura Ruina also has output 1, which passes the dry signal through, and then the sum output, which is 1 through 8. So I'm going to actually use that with the Schlappy Engineering 100 grit to just add some more color. So I've got channel 1 going into the input 1 of 100 grit, and then I've got the sum output going into input 2. And then I'm using some more modulation sources to modulate the FM1 and FM2 inputs of the 100 grit. And then the 100 grit has two different outputs. One I'm going to send to a simple reverb on the Disting Mark IV, and then the distortion output I'm going to send to the Filthy filter from After Later Audio, and use the high pass output to go into the Dirty Murals from Recovery Effects, which is a delay and reverb combination. So let's bring those up in the mix. And there you have it. What I think is a pretty cool beat, just built out of a simple kick and a snare. All thanks to the Pura Ruina's distortion grabbing on to that reverb that is drenching the drum.